Hello, my name is Kay Judd, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from East Central Indiana. I'm here to let you know today is the very last day of our starter kit special. If you happen to join my team today, you'll not only get $125 worth of supplies for only $99, but you'll actually get the new In Color series of colors. You'll get 5 full-size stamp pads, a package of the In Color Designer Series papers. You'll get 4 designs in each of the 5 colors. You'll get a packet of the In Color Stampin' Write markers. And you'll also get a set of the cardstock in each of the 5 In Color colors. So this is a great value. Don't order these as part of your $125 worth of supplies, because these will be put into your kit automatically if you join today. It's the last day for this great special. So wanted to be sure that you knew about this. Today's card is this one where I use Spotlight on Nature as my inspiration for the design. To do this card, we need a 1/2 inch by 2 5/8 inch piece of DSP, and I'll actually flag the 2 ends. This will go behind our sentiment on the front. We'll need a 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of the Designer Series paper in the new In Colors. This happens to be Chai Shamrock. Our card base is basic white, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And the inside is a piece of cardstock in Chai Shamrock, 4 inches by 5 1/4 of an inch. The inside of the card, which is 3 3/4 of an inch by 5 inches. This is basic white. We want a 3/4 inch strip of Designer Series paper that we can decorate the inside with. And then we'll need scraps for stamping and die cutting. So I'll let you take a screenshot of this, and then we will get started. So let's start with our inside first. We'll take our 3/4 inch strip and glue it to the basic white cardstock. We'll glue it to the bottom. Leaving a little bit of the basic white showing. We'll trim this off to match. And then this gets glued to our Chai Shamrock cardstock. And then this gets glued to the inside of our card. And that will finish this card. I'm making this a thank you card, so I like to have it without any sentiments inside so I can put my own message. Then the front of this card, we're going to glue the designer series paper right to it. And then this, I will want to flag the two ends. And to do that, I just make a slit, small slit at the halfway point, and then angle cut from the corner to the end of that small slit. And I'll set that aside because we're going to put that up on dimensionals. And then we're going to go ahead and do some stamping and die cutting. And I'm going to use the large flower from our Spotlight on Nature set. And we're going to use the butterfly as well as the thanks. So I used this entire set, flowers, the butterfly, and the thanks. And that's the only set I used for this whole card. So I'll stamp those in Memento. Because I plan on coloring these with my alcohol markers. And then I'll want to do my thanks. And I find it's easier to stamp the thanks first and then cut it out with the die cuts. Oh, and I do want to stamp the butterfly as well. I'm going to stamp the butterfly on Pretty in Pink in color, designer series, or in color cardstock. Here's that. And then along with the Spotlight on Nature, it has some dies to go along with it. And so I used this die, I believe. Let me check it against. Nope, I didn't use that one. I used a little bit smaller, this one here, to cut this flower out. And then for the thanks, I used a coordinating die. So this was cut out using the largest die on the second page of the dies. And then this is the coordinating die as well, next to the smallest one on page 2 of the coordinating dies. And so I've gone ahead and cut both of those out. And then I've colored some of it, but I'll finish coloring here during the video so you can see how I did that. The butterfly, I just went ahead and cut out, fussy cut him out from the designer's, or from the cardstock. And I cut out the thanks for the front sentiment, as well as the large flower. The large flower, I began coloring it with the Pretty in Pink Dark, and I colored down towards the bottom of the flower. So we're shading down towards the bottom of the flower with the Pretty in Pink. And then where the lines come up into the middle of the flower, I also colored them in as well with the dark. The next color I used, because it was a little darker than the light Pretty in Pink, was the Flirty Flamingo Dark. And I wanted 3 shades to do this flower with. And then I used the Pretty in Pink Light to color in the rest of the flower and to blend all these colors together as well. I used Lost Lagoon because that seemed to coordinate the best for the leaves, as well as coordinated with the Shy Shamrock. So I began with the dark. And again, I started down towards the bottom of the leaf. And then blended in with the light Lost Lagoon towards the outside edge of the leaf. Letting the colors blend like they do so well. The butterfly, because I cut it out of the cardstock, I'm able to kind of bend it along the body so that the wings will be kind of setting up. And I added a little wink of Stella to the wings as well. Adds a little glitter as well to the leaves, or to the wings. Okay. So now we're ready to put the rest of the card together. I went ahead and glued the thanks to my piece of pink cardstock. And then that will be popped up on the card itself. The flowers will be glued directly to the cardstock, or to the card front. And then the butterfly, we'll just put a little bit of glue on its body and glue it to the card front so it looks like it's getting ready to take a drink of nectar from the flowers. We'll pop up the cardstock, or pop up the sentiment. And we'll set the sentiment down here towards the bottom of the card. Now, one thing the in colors have are in color sparkle gems, or shimmer gems. And I wanted to add some of those to the card. We've got to have our bling. And so again, I used the Pretty in Pink. I'll use one large one down here and one small one beside it, and another small one up here beside the flowers. And our card is finished. So don't forget our joining special. Last day is today, and I hope to see you soon with another fun card project. Remember, try to create every day. Bye now.